Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities, and even look forward to the blessings. Now, this is going to be your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November the 7th. Don't forget to pick up my new psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. I would love for you to read and review. That would be a wonderful birthday present for me to bring in my new solar year for November the 15th. And also, don't forget to check out Latoya Chandler. She is Mental Chatter Musings author spotlight for the month of November. You can head on over to treasuresandspoils.com for one of her candles or scents, or you can always head on over to Amazon or wherever books are sold and pick up one of her novels. And of course, like I always say, read and review. It is the bookish thing to do. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into your weekly astrology. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 7th, 2021. Now, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. On Thursday, November the 11th, the sun is in Scorpio at 19 degrees, and those influenced by this degree can see success in their plans, even where you may have sometimes doubted your progression. Now, if you have placements between 16 and 22 degrees, Scorpio, this is definitely aspecting you as it pertains to your friends, your goals, and social groups. Now, you square the areas, squares the areas of Aquarius and Leo. So if you're doubting progression, it's probably in those areas of shared finances and things you're passionate about. Maybe endings and new beginnings you're trying to create. So something could come in as a blessing, or I don't want to say it like that, but those areas are normally squared. But because this degree is influenced by seeing success in your plans where you may have doubted your progression, I would say that would be the areas it squares. So just look for those placements of between 16 and 22 degrees in your chart for Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, and you could find yourself garnering some shared finances through friends, or having enough money to accomplish the goals you want to accomplish with friends, or maybe even garnering some type of shared finances through what it is you're passionate about. Okay. Now, moving along, the moon in Aquarius is squaring the sun early in the morning on Thursday at 9 degrees of Scorpio. Okay, so the moon is in Aquarius, which is your area of money and resources. And there's some type of clash with that area in your area of friends, goals, and social groups. So you might be overexhausting your finances there, or you might have a friend just really trying to take advantage of you there with your goals and in your social groups and things like that, and your resources. If you have placements in Aquarius or Scorpio between 6 and 12 degrees, you definitely have someone with ulterior motives here, or someone maybe, that doesn't have your best interest at heart as it pertains to the money goals that you're trying to accomplish or resources you're trying to gain. Now, the moon will couple with Jupiter in Aquarius at 23 degrees. So lucky assistance or opportunities can come to you to help you achieve your goal. Literary pursuits are favored here as well, and it helps where it has been sorely needed. Now, because Aquarius is your area of money and resources, we're directly going to jump to your area of education, skills, what you think and what you preach, because this angle talks about literary pursuits, and that's your area of education directly across from it. So you could be garnering some type of lucky opportunity to gain some money or some resources at a distance from you as it pertains to education. If you have placements in Aquarius or even Virgo between, I'd say, 20 and 26 degrees. Now, Mercury in Scorpio at 9 degrees is going to trine Palace in Pisces at 9 degrees. So if you have placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces, you can expect a blessing coming into you through your friends, your social groups, maybe even a goal being accomplished. And this blessing is happening through communication. Maybe your siblings, maybe your networks of people. Maybe you get the call during short distance travel, or stop and pick up your mail, or get the email during short distance travel. And that news comes in that there's some blessing. Maybe it's about neighborhoods and neighbors. Either way, that blessing is coming in, and it allows your brilliance and independence to shine. On Friday, November the 12th, the sun is at 20 degrees, and this is an angle where you really want to keep an eye out on your children, especially your more rebellious children, because this is the angle of Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo actually square this area, and that's about money, and shared finances and things like that. The sun is in the area of friends, goals, and social groups. Okay. And because this is talking about watching out for your children, goals that you want to accomplish, maybe even money goals with children, or money goals can be thwarted, or resources can be thwarted by your children. Romance, creative endeavors, and children is Taurus for you, and that is where Uranus is. So shockingly, you could have to come out of some money for something a child does, especially if they're a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio child, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So please be mindful of that. You might have to come out of some money for your kids' passions, what they've gotten themselves into. So be mindful of that. Now, my people who have learned their lessons previously can see progression at this angle. Changes truly do change you for the better. So if you've learned your lessons with money and creative endeavors, money and lovers, money and children, then maybe you can see a reprieve and you can kind of work through these challenges. But, if not, then you might have to come out the pocket. Now, the sun, like I said, is at 20 degrees Scorpio. It's also going to trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So some blessing is going to come in because of something you've dreamt up. Maybe you communicate something to a sibling, something to your networks of people, a neighbor, or something like that. You have a spark of inspiration that brings some type of blessing your way, and it helps you to accomplish a goal, maybe even through a friend, or it has to do with a social group. Just make sure you're not doing anything under the guise of ill-fated means. You don't want to be dreaming up something that's going to hurt somebody. So just be mindful if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces. This blessing is aspecting for you. So dream up something beautiful. Now, the moon in Pisces at 6 degrees will sextile Venus and Capricorn at 6 degrees. There's opportunities and assistance under the guise of romance, finances, and pleasure here. And this pertains to your communication, siblings, short distance travel, networks of people, neighbors and neighborhoods. Maybe you're traveling and having good times. It also has to do with your area of Capricorn. So this is you directly communicating with those around you, maybe having a good time with those around you, making money through those around you. But do know this degree of Capricorn notes tensions and underhanded activities, things done out of desperation. So you have to think what you're willing to do to get what you want in that area of siblings, neighbors, communication, and things like that. Heck, maybe you want your neighbor and your neighbor has a significant other. You want to be mindful of that. Mindful of what you're willing to do to get what you want, because you could find yourself by yourself. Okay, so just be very mindful if you have placements in Capricorn or Pisces between 3 and 9 degrees. The moon in Pisces at 8 degrees is going to trine Mars and Scorpio at 8 degrees. So some blessing is going to come through to help you through challenges and maybe accomplish goals, helping you through challenges with friends and social groups. Things are going to be communicated to you now. Maybe they're helping you to communicate your message through your networks of people. Maybe you're getting communication through a sibling or a neighbor about a goal you're trying to accomplish. Maybe it's about neighborhoods you're trying to move. It could be any of those things where that blessing is coming into you if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Pisces or Scorpio. And you could be assisted by someone in the energetic realm, the spiritual realm, or even a powerful female figure around you, someone who has more influence than you. There is a chance that you could be assisted with your health, or you could be assisting a child. Either way, this blessing is coming in, and it is definitely a blessing, that you garner some type of goal from. You accomplish some type of goal. Now, let's move along to the next transit on Friday. There will be a square between the moon in Pisces at 8 degrees and Ceres in Gemini at 8 degrees. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Ceres, of Gemini or Pisces, there's going to be a clash because there's some type of nurturing that's needed in your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. This is where the honorable can be called to assist someone, maybe a family member that's facing hurdles. Maybe it's a sibling. Maybe it's someone in your networks of people, a neighbor that's communicating with you, and you're having to put yourself of service to them and put that extra energy in. Now, in order to nourish that area of Gemini, which is work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, you may need to make yourself of service to someone in home and family. Maybe you work on something you're passionate about and you garner some shared finances. Either way, if you have placements in Leo or Aries, even Gemini and Pisces, between that 5 and 11 degrees, this is definitely going to be aspecting you. Now on Saturday, the sun is in Scorpio at 21 degrees, and this says that you have to be strong and develop dexterity to get through obstacles in life, to keep what you have or to recover what you've lost. But it can be done. Some people can see losses if they choose to take the easy way out. Because this is your area of goals, friends, and social groups, where you may have had tension before or need to recover something, could be your areas of Aquarius and Leo. So see if you have placements in your chart between 18 and 24 degrees of Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, and it may be you recovering some type of money, resources, or shared finances through something you're passionate about. Maybe friends help you to accomplish a goal because these areas square each other. But remember, Jupiter is in Aquarius, okay, at 23 degrees. So that's only 2 degrees away from that sun in Scorpio. So you could have a lucky opportunity or some assistance to push through some obstacles and garner some type of money and resources back in your pocket. Now, around 6 or 7 p.m., the sun in Scorpio will trine the moon in Pisces at 21 degrees. So a blessing can show up to help you recoup losses here as well, but it might be under the guise of questionable means, or maybe you're working under the table. If you have any placements in Scorpio or Pisces between, I'd say, 18 and 24 degrees, you want to watch out for what your passions will have you doing. You know, what you're willing to do to garner those luxuries, what you're willing to do to garner those shared finances. You know, if you're working behind the scenes, make sure you're doing something that doesn't go against your morality. You know, you might, of course, be working under the table. But, you know, you want to do that. That's up to you. Do what you do. Now, the moon in Pisces will also sextile Lilith and Taurus at 22 degrees. So this means if you have any placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Taurus or Pisces, this is aspecting you. Be very mindful of your instincts and your impulsive behavior, because this is where you can kind of get yourself into trouble. You can undergo great losses, even violence at this degree, depending on, you know, what situations you're dealing with. This is about your instincts and where you're ready to jump and help or assist someone or someone you. This has to do with your romance, creative endeavors, and children. You could be jumping to assist a lover. You could be jumping to assist a child, someone within a creative endeavor, or you could be jumping to assist a child against a lover. You know, it just depends on where your angles are. If you have those placements between those degrees of Pisces or Taurus, which are 19 and 25 degrees, you might want to look and see if you have that, you know, in any placements between those degrees, because you could incur some losses. And Taurus in general is about your worth, your longevity, your life. So just be very careful that you're not jumping into something that you cannot handle or that is too risky. Stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading. I've attached it from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday video, just in case you need to go back over it and get a refresher. Bye now. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here to give you your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 7th, 2021. Be sure to like and subscribe. You cannot do that from Facebook. You'll have to go to Enchantress Press Astrology on YouTube. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about your week for the tarot portion. Your week is permeated by the Two of Pentacles. So either you're balancing time this week through between home and family and work, or you're balancing time between your money, not time, you're balancing your money. Either one, because that Two of Pentacles, that's what that Two of Pentacles typically talks about. You're trying to balance, you're trying to balance your responsibilities, or you're trying to balance your money. Make sure that you're pulling your weight around the house so you're not a burden on other people. But let's talk about what you have here. You got some type of clarity coming into you, some type of raw power, victory, a clarity about where you are left out in the cold within a family situation, where you are left out of the cold within maybe reinventing the home and family harmony, or whether you feel left out in the cold with money for the family and reinventing your home. Okay, so money could, definitely be an issue. Okay, but you feel left out in the cold, or some type of poverty consciousness, in the mix. Now, you're going on some type of new journey, though. Don't fret, because you're going on a new journey that will bring you some type of fulfillment or luxury, because you have the Fool card, the Nine of Pentacles, and then the Two of Cups. So some partnership is aspecting you and bringing you on a new journey that's going to bring you money, that's going to make you feel content, that's going to bring you luxury. Okay, Venus is in your sign. All right, no worries. Good things are coming for you. You have to let go of the old and let the new come in. Okay, regardless of what it is that you might have to move forward. From maybe it's moving forward from a mindset of poverty consciousness, because that's the only thing I really see you leaving. But you also have the Seven of, in another situation, you have the Seven of Wands upside down. And the Seven of Wands upside down talks about being overwhelmed, giving up, a communication barrier. Something is at a dead end situation. Some negotiation with other people is just deadlocked. Okay, some obstacle involving a conflict of viewpoints. Maybe you just have to let go and save your efforts for something more favorable. If you do that, you'll have a win. You'll have a victory. You'll have public recognition. You'll be the star. The things that you are nurturing will grow, but you have to let go of what's over. If somebody doesn't want to, communicate with you because there's a communication barrier, or if you're feeling overwhelmed in a situation, you need to step back, because it'll be favorable for you once you let it go. Allow your gifts to come in. Venus is here, Capricorn. So step back from that situation and allow your gifts to come in. Okay. If somebody is not talking to you right now, give them, let them stew, or whatever it is that they call themselves doing, I don't know your situation, everybody's situation. I don't know if it's something you did or something they did, but either way, it is what it is from what the cards are saying. Now, your challenges and advice is permeated by that same Four of Wands card, that same celebrations, harmonies in the home, reinventing the home. That's what this is about. These celebrations you were having in the home. Now, your challenge is you persevering through some type of judgment. You're waiting on some type of money. It looks like you're waiting on some type of money to come in, because you're balancing your pentacles. There's somebody you don't trust in a situation. Maybe it's somebody that has to do with your home life. You don't trust them as it pertains to money. Examine your role in the situation, definitely, because that's what the Judgment card always says. But there's some type of decision that you're waiting on, some type of judgment you're waiting on to come through that has to do with money. Okay. And it's hard for you to trust that it's coming through. Your advice is to stand in your power. Okay, keep on planning, keep on plotting forward, because things are going to end and a new beginning is coming over the horizon. Plan for that new beginning coming over the horizon. Okay, and just stand in your power. Okay, use your power and ability to bring celebrations in the home and to make money. Okay, that is what's aspecting you for this week. God bless you guys, and I hope this helped. Bye now.